The easiest way to show you the power and simplicity of Lianja is to build an app. The Develop tiles in the App Center guide you through the steps of developing and deploying a Lianja app. I'm going to use the sample database and its tables, so I'm going straight to step 3, Create an App. Clicking the tile takes me into the Apps workspace and displays the Create an App dialog. The Apps workspace is used to create new apps, open existing apps, delete apps, and edit the code for custom sections and gadgets. For the moment, I just need to type the name of my new app and hit Enter or click Create. Now the Pages workspace is displayed and a blank page created in the Page Builder. Pages are the base visual elements of an app and are in turn made up of sections. To add a section, click on the Sections button in the Form tools, select Form, and an empty form section will be added to the page. What we need now is some data. Double-click on the Southwind database in the sidebar Databases panel. The database is opened and you will notice that its tables are now listed in the Tables panel. Click the Customers table and drag it into the Empty Form section to populate the form with the customer's details. We can use a grid section to display all the orders that an individual customer has placed. Click again on the Sections button in the Form tools, select Grid, and an empty grid section will be added to the page. Click to select the Orders table in the Tables panel and drag it into your grid section. The grid will be populated with the records from the Orders table. You can also create and populate a form or a grid just by dragging a table from the Tables panel onto the page. Drag and drop for a form and drag and drop with the Shift key pressed for a grid. Now that you have a basic page containing 3 pre-built sections, you can relate the customer in the Customers form to their orders in the Orders grid, and then each order to its order details. In Lianja, this is simple. Each section can be linked visually to other sections on the page using the Relationship Builder. Click on the plus sign in the Relationship Builder next to the Customer form, then click on the section header of the Orders grid. Do the same to relate the orders to the order details. You will now see that the Relationship Builder displays a relations diagram between the sections. If you want to make a change, you can disconnect a relationship by clicking the minus sign. If you hover over it, you can see information about the relationship. Each section can relate to one or more child sections, which can be of any type: form, grid, web view, image strip, etc. Add further relations between sections by clicking the plus sign next to the parent, then clicking the child section header. Now let's make some of the headings more meaningful. To customize the appearance of a page, double-click the header bar or click the cog icon, and the Page Attributes dialog will slide in. Let's change the page title and the header caption to Customers. To customize the appearance of the sections, double-click the section header or click the cog icon, and the Section Attributes dialog will slide in. Change the section title to Customers, then repeat the same process for the Orders section and the Order Details section. Now the page should look like this. To see the app in Runtime View, just click the Runtime View button in the Page Builder header bar. It's as simple as that. You can move between records using the navigation controls in the action bar. To switch back into Development View, just click the icon in the Page header bar. Notice that in the page header bar there is also a search box that provides instant search across the data on the page. To use instant search, you need to specify which field on the page is the active search field. To do this, double-click on a field caption to access the Field Attributes dialog. Click the Search Field checkbox. You can also enable multiple search fields, allowing the user to select which one should be active at any particular time. Specify one field as the default search field for the page. Click Done to save. The search field is shown by a key icon to the left of its caption. Typing any text into the instant search box will now instantly retrieve the first record that corresponds to the search key value. The navigation controls in the action bar now only move between records which match the search value. You can reset the search at any time by clicking the X located in the instant search box, and all records will be available again. Another powerful built-in feature of any pages that you design is instant selections. If you're familiar with Google Gmail labels, then you will feel right at home with instant selections. Once created, they allow you to restrict the data shown with a single click. To add an instant selection to your page, you can have different ones for each page in your app, just click on the plus button at the bottom of the left sidebar. The Create a Selection dialog will slide in. Instant selections perform a full text search across all the fields in your table, but there is no need to create any special indexes or perform a database query operation. Just decide on the label color and caption for your instant selection. Then specify the text to search for. In this case, the instant selection will choose only those records containing USA. You can also select based on the value of one or more columns. Activate an instant selection by clicking on its label in the left sidebar. The number of records matching the instant selection is shown at the top of the page next to its label, and the navigation buttons in the action bar move through the matching records. You can deactivate the selection by clicking the All label. Notice also that recently viewed and recently modified data and those records that you set as favourites, just click on the star to add as a favourite, can be selected just by clicking on the links in the left sidebar. In the next tutorial, we will add another page to your app and discover image strips and web views.